What's going on, everyone? Happy Election Day. Hopefully you guys voted. Hopefully you guys are keeping your sanity on this crazy, crazy night. As usual, I'm running later and later. It's, there's always something to do. Hey, Jay. Thanks for joining the stream. And there goes Tigger. So tonight, I figured I would play one of the OG Xbox's greatest games. I didn't even bother to check whether... Okay, good. I didn't even bother to check to make sure that my microphone was being included. I'm good. How you doing, Jay? But before we get started, due to a friend's request and to, I guess, represent the crazy feelings I'm sure everyone is going through right now, I am, I don't know what the hell made me think about doing this, but my boss grows Carolina Reaper peppers. And I'm going to eat one right now. Just to kind of, I guess, get the blood flowing, let's say. So that's this little puppy right here. And go figure, there's an elderly lady that I help out. And she can't drink regular milk. She has to drink like the almond milk. And someone gave her just a buttload of these little milk cartons. So like the timing is perfect. So before I get this started, I'm gonna chomp into this little bad boy. Let's see if I regret it. I don't know. It's been a long while since I eat hot stuff all the time, but it's been a while since I ate like a hot pepper. And I really don't know how hot Carolina Reaper peppers are, to be honest. Like I've had stuff with Carolina Reaper seasoning. Jay says election's scary, huh? No. I'm trying not to... I'm not going to get scared over the election because whatever happens, happens. The unfortunate thing is... I don't like to worry about things I don't have control over. And it's too early. Honestly, so far, so good. So far, so good. Not to get too heavy into the politics, but in my opinion, it's not enough that Trump loses. In my opinion, he has to lose bigly. He has to lose really badly so that this nation can send a statement just to the rest of the world that we are not people that stand for, locking up children, racism, condoning, white supremacy, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna do this real quick before I change my mind, and then we're gonna get started on this glorious, glorious game that if you have not experienced Panzer Dragoon Orta or any of the Panzer Dragoons, you are definitely missing out on some of the best shooters and one of the best RPGs ever made. Okay, so here we go. This thing's just dangling in my face. Oh. So, I have like a gap in my tooth. Oh, that's hot. Oh. Oh. Oh, that made it worse. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, this. Oh. I made a huge mistake. Oh my God. I'll be right back. Oh, the pain. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know where I put my controller now. Oh. Oh. Okay. Holy shit. Oh. Okay, okay. Hey, Edson. He says, hello, my name is Edson. I am from Brazil. I saw a video of you about the studios from Microsoft and thought it was incredible. Oh my God, my breath is on fire. I signed up. I bought the Xbox Series X. It is my first console from Microsoft. Oh. I've always been a PC and PlayStation player, but what I've seen Microsoft do in the last few years with Game Pass and the acquisitions of new studios has me excited a lot with the company. I think it has everything to be the best console, next generation. Sorry for the English mistakes. Hugs. Good vibes. Oh. Edson, you got no reason to apologize. Your English was perfect. And welcome to the family. And if I die, please call 911. Wow, my blood is flowing right now. I am wide awake. Tex Nexus, welcome to the stream. And yes, Panzer Dragoon 2 is on Sega Saturn. Also an amazing game. I am shaking. I don't know if it's coming through in the camera. And yeah, Jay, this is a Shenmue Kickstarter shirt. And Edson, I thought I was going to die. I was seeing colors. I think I saw a different dimension. I might have seen the future. I don't know. Jay says, officer, he was just playing Panzer Dragoon and could not take the heat. And it says, think on the bright side, if you die, the channel will blow. Well, let's have no deaths tonight. Let's get this game going. Hoo-wah. No, Jay, I'm not going to have another one. I might be crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
The famous like you ever said.
Oh.
Laos vivere securo hespe your language. Promag maclarumeti. Laos ede genema arcai. Gmail. Impenia posse, epicurate ia laus. Autos lizurgucutura, genema agorubeta. Frescore, likeum mecane laus.
No, Jay, no.
Duracomia, macularu alma luber de diu. Impenia pedastuide, mortu sturate da.
That milk, moik. I can't even talk. That milk did nothing. I had to go grab some bread, cheese, and mayo and make myself a nasty cheese sandwich.
Cor, ye prehenderup saria carsa, ominus cemo. Etia, tag. Tumwes, metascem, flow.
I feel like my nose is running. At least I don't have sinus issues right now. Jay says, so one last question about politics and I'll stop, I promise. I'm just curious. And by the way, you can go in you can go and ask away. I don't care about talking about it. I just know other people don't talk about it, and with it weighing on so many people's minds tonight, you know, I'd much rather be more of a positive distraction. But, so are Texas and Florida the end-all, be-all when it comes to votes? Thank you. Yes and no. For whatever reason, not really, no. There's a number of states that matter. That includes the state I live in, Ohio. Pennsylvania matters. Michigan. There's a state that's called the Belt, something Belt. I can't think right now. All I feel internally is pain. So I'm trying to just suppress that. Might be called like the Voters Belt or something. But, yeah, Ohio. I live in Ohio. The good old Buckeye State. And, there's like a saying, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. And I'm definitely not going to rely on it being the case. But I think, I swear I read that basically any president or any candidate that wins Ohio has historically always won the presidency. I remember reading that last year, because Trump, or not last year, I'm sorry, excuse me, last election, because Trump won Ohio. And, you know, as we all know, he won the election. And, I could have sworn I was supposed to get another level up thing there. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. So there are a number of states that matter. Just certain states carry more weight than others, which is, in my opinion, kind of bullshit. I mean, I understand the need for the electoral college, because you don't want people in the city, I guess, their votes to matter more than like the people out in the farms and more rural areas. But my concern with those people is that a lot of them are like kind of disconnected from the world in a way. So like, I don't understand why their votes matter as much. Like, they're very outdated with their ways of thinking, I hate to say. But yeah, it's, to answer your question, Columbus, no, those two states are not all that matters. So, Jay says, I've never played this game, always been on my radar. I think Biden's actually winning Ohio at the moment. Yeah, Biden is actually winning in the moment. But, you know, the night is young. We're not going to get the results tonight, which is part of the reason why, like, I don't want people to worry. I want people to be full of anxiety, because if you're going to have anxiety, you're probably going to have anxiety all week. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't find out until Thursday or Friday. But yes, is this game like Star Fox? Kinda, yeah. It's a shooter on rails. It has level up mechanics. You can go between these 3 dragon forms. This is the power form. Oh, and I'm not paying attention to the obstacles. This is the defense form. And that glowing bar to the bottom right, and then this blue form is, or this colorful form is the like balanced form. And that colorful, that glowing bar to the bottom left. Oh, did I get them all? It represents what is called a berserker attack. And the berserker attack for each of the 3 different forms does something different. Like for the defense form, the berserker attack sends out like these little spiritual dragons that will sap energy and power and give it back to you. Texas Nexus, you are entirely right. In my opinion, Xbox was the Dreamcast 2. It was absolutely amazing. And funny story. So Sega and, you know, Microsoft, when the original OG Xbox came out, like, Microsoft was hungry for support, to the point that they tried to buy Nintendo, and, you know, they tried to come up with some kind of agreement with Sega. I forget what Microsoft wanted out of the deal. I don't know if it was like just exclusive development for the entire generation or what it was. But whatever Microsoft wanted, what Sega wanted in return was they wanted Microsoft to make the Dreamcast. They wanted to make the Xbox. They wanted Microsoft to make the Xbox completely backwards compatible with the Dreamcast. So I can put in a Dreamcast disc into my Xbox, and it plays. Well, Microsoft didn't go for that, probably because any Dreamcast game sold, Sega would get the profits, and Microsoft would probably get nothing. So what came out of that deal was the, I think 11 exclusives. Oh, shit. Is this game on Game Pass? I know it used to be on Game Pass. I don't know if it's still on Game Pass. If it's not, it's a damn shame. Jay says, what an interesting game. They can make a sequence. This game with current graphics and the power of the Series X would be incredible. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're aware, but they are actually porting. There's a company that is remastering. They already remastered the original Panzer Dragoon, and it released on, I believe, on the PC and Switch. And they extended it, and they are also releasing it on the Xbox and PlayStation. And they are also remastering Panzer Dragoon 2 or Panzer Dragoon Zwei, which is also another amazing rail shooter of a game. Now, the third game in the series is called Panzer Dragoon Saga. And so the first two games were like this one. They were rail shooters. Oh, wow. I never realized there were people actually running around on... I don't know if you guys can see that in the stream, but there are like little people running around on the deck. Okay, so here's the Berserk attack. Basically, it just like shoots out lasers and kills, or would technically kill everything, but this is a boss. Jay says, thanks for the details, man. Elections, UK elections fare a bit differently. Yeah, and you know, I want to say that elections, I don't know about in the UK, but elections in Europe in general seem a lot better. I hate how in America they are very publicized or commercialized in the extent that like the whole process goes on for like an entire year, and it can be really exhausting, whereas I think the candidates should get like 2 or 3 months max to plead their case, and then let people decide. But Jay, yeah, I'm not to go back to catch up on your question. I'm not sure if it's on Game Pass, but it is on sale on the store. I own a physical copy of this, and I still bought the digital copy. Just one. Because I know that if I bought the digital copy, Sega would get my money. I want to support this series as much as humanly possible. See, there's little people on deck. That's amazing to me. All right, so we're gonna. Oh man, I meant to switch. And yeah, the amazing thing is, I'm playing on the Xbox One X. Oh, there we go. And it is... the crazy thing is about this, on the Xbox One X, they are enhancing this with 16 times the resolution. So, I mean, it looks amazing for a game that's... I don't know. 18 years old? I can't wait to see this on the Series X with HDR. Let's put it that way. With all these lasers and stuff, it's going to look amazing on HDR. Texas Nexus says it is on Game Pass. Awesome. Thanks, Texas. Or Texas. Texas Nexus. I'm just gonna call you Tex. Wait, are we going into another boss battle? Oh no. Jay says Yo Kage or Kage. Even I say my name wrong. Thanks for doing this weekly. UK starting a month-long lockdown this week. These streams help keep you sane. No, thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in week after week. I absolutely love chatting it up with you guys. And I'm sorry, I'm talking through this cutscene. I know that I try not to do that. I'm just also trying to catch up to the chats. But yeah, no, thank you everyone, all of you that are watching right now. You know, it's weird, like I used to do these streams randomly. Wow, I didn't realize so many cutscenes. Okay, I'll shut up real quick. Even though they're not talking in English we can understand, or I can understand. Love this game. Love this game.
Corvis intas carsa. Idonimus daluca elemia integro. Tunges nodu communitium gustas uia.
I'm pretty sure that they're talking. It's in Japanese here, but I think. Don't quote me. I think in the original trilogy, they actually had like their own custom language. I don't know, like mixed of different languages. But as I was saying, really, I can't thank everyone enough for tuning in, for watching. Not just my streams, but our videos in general. Oh my god. It's because of you guys that we do this. And I am doing so horrible. This might be like the worst game to stream to, because I don't know if I can keep up with the chat and also keep up with the and the thing is, what the hell? There are some groups of enemies. If I actually get to a point, you'll see where. Okay, so you see that like DNA thing strand flying to me? When you kill certain enemies, you'll get that DNA strand, and it will apply to leveling up your character. And I think I could have chosen a path back there. You can also choose your path. Oh my god, going so bad. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up to some. Edson says, I was talking to a friend of mine about Konami abandoning its franchises, Castlevania and Metal Gear. Microsoft is looking for a Japanese studio. What a better opportunity than this. You know, that Edson, I actually said something similar in a past stream where, like, I'm not a big fan of publishers buying publishers, but I would not be opposed to Microsoft or Sony or anybody really at this point buying Konami so that they can start making games again. I mean, let them, if anyone were to buy them, I guess let them keep making their pachinko machines, but man, make some games. Like, I can only imagine how, assuming all the talented developers haven't left, I can only imagine how demoralizing that is for the developers still there. That, I mean, they're not working on anything. So I also got like that boost. Which will also kill enemies and help me dodge things. Okay. Jay says, now thank you guys. I'm on the forums daily and always listen to the podcast. You all do a great job and seriously hope this website gets the attention it deserves. Thank you again. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, see, there we go. We got a boost. Oh my god, I am almost dead. So what? So what we're gonna do is we're going to build up. Oh my god, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna build up this meter. My berserk meter, and then I'm going to use I'm going to use the defense berserk. It's going to give me a little bit of health. I got to build up the berserk class more. You see, it's going to. Wow, I'm not even sure if that gave me any health. I am so out of touch with this game. Oh my god. One of these guys is supposed to give me a level up. Maybe it's this one. Did I make a mistake? Like, playing this? Oh, I am in so much pain right now. Edson says, one thing I realized here in Brazil is that most of the Xbox YouTubers don't like what IGN journalists and other news sites talk about Xbox. Does this happen in the United States too? Kind of, yeah. I hate to say it. I don't subscribe to the whole notion that there's a media bias against Xbox. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people in the media that have bias against Xbox, but you could say the same thing about PlayStation or Nintendo, what have you. Like, you're going to have your people that have biases, but companies themselves, no. I think people need to look at it at a person level instead of a company level. Phantom. Hey, Phantom. Welcome to the stream. This level looks great, especially for an OG Xbox game. Yeah, it does. This level looks amazing. I just wish... Oh my god, it's starting me from the beginning? Are you serious? Okay, alright. Let's get it together, Mike. Jay says... the Worm Boss gives you House of the Dead vibes. Never thought about that. I miss House of the Dead. So this defensive form does not have any lasers, homing lasers. It only has the like an auto targeting pistol, and it's weaker. Oh, there we go. We're going to level up this form now. Can I go right? Can I go right? There we go. So, as we can see here, we're able to choose our paths. I usually go the left side. Whoa. So now we leveled up our defensive class. We're just gonna unload on this horde or whatever this is. Oh man, I bet you $10 if I killed that last one, it would have given me something. It would have given me a level up. Hey crewmate, welcome to the stream. Edson says, I've never seen this game. Reminds me of Final Fantasy. Yeah, I can see that. Just from the main protagonist. Yep, I can definitely see that. Hey, two socks. Two wet socks. How's my day? My day's been good. Busy with work. It was a busy day with work as usual. At least we're doing better with the boss. Like, not nearly as dead, just starting off. I woke up early as hell to boat this morning. And by the way, if it's not obvious, on top of just the natural delay that I get with your guys' chats, it's you know, there's, I gotta focus on, I mean, this is an excellent game, but I'm realizing how tough it is to keep up with the chat and play this. But yeah, my day was great. How was your day? Hold on. Crewmate. Oh, hello. 2 socks. 2 socks. Says, great game to pick out. Love the series. Even owned Panzer Dragoon Saga, but sold it because I'd rather have the money. Man, so when I had the Saturn back in the day, I had all of the, not all, but most of the high-profile games. I had Shining Force 3. I had Panzer Dragoon Saga. I had the whole Panzer Dragoon series. 1, 2, and Saga. I didn't have Burning Rangers. But I had Last Bronx. I had, you know, obviously I had Virtue Fighter, Fighters Mega Mix, Fighting Vipers. I mean, I had all the, like, the Saturn greats. I had Duke Nukem, Quake, the Netlink editions. I even had the Netlink version of I even had the Netlink edition of Bomberman, which I guess was rare. I actually won that from Sega directly. And I sold everything for $200. Everything. Where oh man, like I easily probably had $1,000 worth of games, like by today's. Well, hell, you can Panzer Dragoon Saga's probably you can get $1,000. I spent a decent chunk of money actually to get. So I have a Saturn now, and I've been rebuilding my collection. And I actually spent a decent chunk of money to get Panzer Dragoon Saga back. I'm almost ashamed to say how much I paid for it. But yeah, I have Panzer Dragoon Saga, I have Burning Rangers. I have a lot of the games I had before, and it's just been an adventure getting it all. I'll pay attention to the chat here in a second. I just don't want to die here again. I knew I was forgetting one. You know what? We're just gonna do this. Probably not gonna. What the hell? Let's see. Okay. That sucks. Did someone mention Reset Era, Jay? Just don't touch Reset Era, Edson. You'll be fine. Yeah, Reset Era is kind of a shithole. That site had such potential, and I'm not going to say much more than that. I don't like to really talk or bring drama about other places, but anyways, Phantom says, yeah, no, I actually have a digital copy of this game on Xbox. I should really play it sometime. Should be nice on the Series X. Yeah, this game is going to be amazing on the Series X with the HDR. You're going to get 16 times the resolution. So you're going to get the resolution, because like right now it looks so clean. And then on top of that, you're going to get HDR. It's going to look amazing. Jay says Wednesday, 3:30 a.m. in the UK, less than a week till. God, it's 3:30 a.m. there? Man, you are a beast. Less than a week until the Series X. Yep, I'm pumped. I cannot wait. for the Series X. So, in case it's not obvious, the two yellow bars to the bottom left, that is what determines my... So, like right now, I am braking in a way, I'm slowing down. You can see where those yellow bars go away. So there is a sense of maneuverability, and they replenish themselves, and I'm maneuvering my position around... Oh, no. Damn it. I'm maneuvering around this boss to hit its weak point for massive damage. And the one thing I love about this game is it has, you know, like, kind of like the old school mentality design when it comes to boss battles, where there's like patterns and it requires a certain level of skill. Oh, let's and you'll see on the top right hand corner where the arrows, oh shit, the red arrows kind of indicate danger zones in respect to what a safe zone. So like the blue arrows there, we're pointing to a safe zone so that I can, basically if I'm facing the weak spot, I am Crewmate, you don't have to apologize about, you know, being on the stream, dude. You know, whenever you join is when you join. There's no obligation. Appreciate you guys watching. The thing is, I think this game has live, so it sucks that I lost a life earlier. We're gonna try that. Crewmate says, hey, Kage, can you play Origami on the next stream? Fun Japanese game, while English and Japanese game free on gold. Origami. I'll have to check it out. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with it. Haha! Jay says, can we continue Visage next week? No, you know what? Actually, next week, with both of you guys mentioning next week, don't quote me on this. God, I am horrible. Don't quote me on this. But next gen is gonna be next week is gonna be next gen week. So I don't know if I'll be streaming. We discussed it a little bit today, because I remember you guys asking if someone was going to stream during next gen launch day. And with Tuesdays being my day, it's launch day. So we discussed it some earlier. You know, us at the team, we discussed it. I may not be the only one streaming. I don't know what's going to happen, so I will have to get back to you guys. Basically, you guys may find out next week. Well, the coverage is going to be one thing, and maybe I'll share with you what I shared with the rest of the team. Well, hold on, real quick. Two wet socks else. Let's see. Two Wet Sox says $200. Wow, someone got a steal. Yeah, they got a Sega Saturn. Basically the only game that I did not have, what that, you know, like the high profile game, was like Burning Rangers. They had a Netlink. God, I'm doing so horrible. They got the best version of, you know, Bomberman. They just got a buttload of games for $200. Just because I didn't think I needed any more. I was saving up for the Dreamcast, and anyways, yeah. Worst, one of the worst gaming decisions I've ever made. Phantom says, curious, what's your favorite Sega IP? God, that's so tough. I would say Shenmue, with Panzer Dragoon being a close second. I mean, there's so many awesome Sega IPs. I love Phantasy Star Online was amazing. I'm absolutely loving Phantasy Star Online 2. What little I played of it, I just need more time to play it. I'm actually waiting now until the new Genesis update next week. I'll catch up on the other comments shortly, but while I'm focusing on this boss battle, one of the ideas that I tossed around with the team is, regardless if it's me or someone else streaming, basically I thought maybe it would be a good idea, because one of the ideas tossed around was like, you know, showing off some of the system features, like the load times. Man, I gotta switch to. But basically, my idea was, on top of showing off like the system features, I was thinking it would be a good idea for whoever to stream to have someone else from the team basically watch the stream, but join in on the chat, like voice chat, and basically the two of us chat with you guys, but also chat amongst ourselves with our thoughts surrounding the Series X, you know, like first impressions of the first day, our experience so far setting it up, and then basically have as many next-gen games installed as humanly possible. You know, however, within reason of whoever's streaming with what they can afford, and then leaving it up to you guys to what you want to see. Whether it's one game, multiple games, you know, just kind of make it a night of it, night of celebration in a way. That's the idea that I threw out there, but we didn't finalize anything yet, so don't quote me on any of this. But I am curious to what you guys think about us maybe taking that direction with it. And on top of us streaming from the States, someone from the UK may also be streaming later on that night, because they said they might be able to get on the afternoon, and their afternoon would be later than our afternoon, or maybe earlier than our afternoon. So yeah. Even my ass. I love the music in this game. I love the music in this franchise. I think I missed a level up back there. Yeah, I missed the level up. That sucks. Jay says, ever consider having mods for chat? Not implying I should be one, just a thought. Yeah, actually, someone did bring that up once. To be perfectly honest, I don't know the first thing about how we would even make that a thing. I mean, I know that Twitch has tools and stuff to make people mods, but I don't know if just get out of my way. Oh, I did not mean to switch to this. I don't know if YouTube has similar functions. Oh my god, I'm doing so horrible. Part of the problem is I'm missing so many level up orbs. Like here's one. So like I know I've missed 2 or 3, if not more. Jay says this game is so strange. Crewmate says I'm confused by this game. Yeah, it's takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world. So basically future America. It's like oh my god. It's like Star Fox, like someone mentioned earlier, but oh my gosh. But it has other it has a 360-degree view element. It has elements of different sides, like those enemies all had shields on one side, so I had to slow down. It's like Star Fox, but a lot deeper. And I would say a lot more difficult. And I'm doing so horrible right now. Jay says, YouTube has mods, yes, and fair enough. Throw my name if you guys ever decide to. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to bring it up. Like, from when I'm still relatively new to the whole streaming scene. So like, I'm not entirely sure what. Like, I know mods would be beneficial if we had a lot of trolls and whatnot, but everyone's outside of the random. Like, I know that I think it was when. Oh shoot. Outside of the like I think it was the Call of Duty stream where somebody was joining and trolling. Outside of random stuff like that, people are generally awesome. Oh boy. So if there is a benefit, I may not be. Maybe when we get larger, it would be more necessary. Oh, another one of you. So this form that I'm in right now is the heavy form. And instead of, so the Berserk basically attacks, for the normal form, attacks everything on screen. The Berserk for the, for this defensive class, attacks, oh my god. I should have saved my Berserk for this. The Berserk for the defensive class shoots out the Dragon Souls to give you health. And the Berserk for the heavy class, for the power class, fires like a focused laser wherever you aim that does massive damage. But yeah, Jay, I'll definitely bring it up. I mean, it can't hurt just to, you know, be preemptive on stuff like that. Ooh. So, in case you guys are confused on just basically what the heck these things are, and basically a lot of what I've been fighting in general, is there's been, like, there's these towers. There's been an ancient age of monsters, biological weapons, that have been lost in time, if that makes sense. Try attacking from somewhere else. Okay. And so that's what this is. Go forward. Shoot, I should have done the other class. Try to get a little bit of health left. We're back. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh. Please don't die. Please don't die. Ooh. Okay, so now we're going to switch to this, and we're going to hopefully get some health back. And no, does this not work on bosses like this? Am I just completely mistaken of what how the whole point of this class is? Or am I not leveled up high enough for this to be a thing? Oh, uh-oh. Come on. I guess I have to, like, actually let it finish its dash before. This guy does not want to. I saw Shenmue. What the heck? What just happened? Who cares if he destroys this place? This is a desert. Kage, one Sega game to get fully remade. Only one. What would it be? Don't say Shenmue. Oh, that's easy. Panzer Dragoon Saga. Absolutely. Panzer Dragoon Saga. What? I should not have gotten hit there. Come on. What the hell? Oh. What? This game hates me. Get it together, Mike. What? What does he hurt me there? Maybe I should just stay on the side here. He can't jump. No. See, he didn't hurt me. I see the inconsistency sometimes. Actually, that's probably the only time I ever remember him hurt. What? Taking all these hits that I should not be taking because I'm not paying attention. Alright. Here we go. Oh. What hit me? Probably the worst time to do that, but so like right now I'm slowing down to dodge him jumping on me. Oh, I'm not going to get a good score just because I died. I wish I at least got more health at every level. Crewmate says, also Kage, after the stream, do you want to play test your map with me? I've tried to find someone who could, but to no avail. Yeah, yeah. Not, I'll take a B. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to give me any lives. I think I need an A or an S to get lives. Jeez. See, it's amazing how the pre-render cutscenes, they used to look amazing. In some ways now look worse than the real-time cutscenes. Like, they're definitely less clean. But yeah, crewmate, I'll jump in with you. I probably won't be able to be in there long, but yeah, I'll try it out. Jay says, explain to me how we have not had a classic Kage stream not focused on the Dreamcast. Hashtag Dreamcast era. You know what? Obviously not next week because, because that's next gen week, but the following week, especially on the Series X, we can either try out one or all of the Dreamcast ports on the Xbox. I mean, it is Xbox era, so I have to play something on the Xbox, or at least PC. So, but I do have a plethora. Aw. It's amazing how, I don't know, I feel for this girl even though, like, we really don't know much about her. And imagine playing this. I think this came out in like 2003. Either 2002 or 2003. I want to say 2003, but I can't be sure. I'm going to look it up while this cutscene is playing out. (2002). Well. It came out in Japan in 2002, December, and it came out.
Corde Empiricus Hominus Schema. Yeluba est laus, laus. Cor nimus metaschema porto. Tum es las d'interger. Nortares intersmentary. Bevice Parmahipen. Radinor Magna. Edis Noste. Campecues. Cagostemo immagnar Viena Vitale. Destruet Diracum. Attract the promo. Impese. Dicraiga.
Now, the story establishes that I've rested for a few days, and I still don't think I get full health. Really, I destroyed all those ships and I still didn't get any... I feel like I'm getting cheated out on some upgrades here. Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention to all those little orbs flying my way. There we go. So my dragon just leveled up again. You'll see the little notches. Every time I switch around, you see these little notches in the bottom right-hand corner? That represents the how many orbs I need to collect to level up. So for the heavy class, the power class, I need only 2, because you only need 2 for the first level. So like right now, there we go. I just got 1 for the 2. I generally don't spend a lot of time leveling up the heavy. I don't use the heavy all that often. Maybe for bosses. But the quick class and the default are really the ones I like to focus on. I generally like to whoa. I generally like to at least level each one up once, like the secondary classes, I guess. Yeah, I agree, crewmate. The shotgun is a major focus in Gears 5, but it's always been like that with Gears of War. Like it's been a shock. I don't know if you were there for Gears of War 3, I think it was, where they had the sawed-off shotgun. That was disgusting in multiplayer. Oh, screw you. Now, these barrages of like projectiles heading my way, that's what the defense class is perfect for. Oh, here we go. So, okay, so I just leveled up the power class. If you're good with your aim, the default, you can probably play the entire game just with default. And the default is definitely the most balanced. Oh my god, get off from... Oh, I'm just... What? See, like that... I don't agree with that, because that was completely out of my view. Like, I had no way of even defending myself on that. I guess I could have turned, but I'm too lazy. That was too much work. I gotta say, it's a good thing I'm not drunk right now, because I'd probably, especially after having that pepper, I'd probably be throwing up playing this game. Go, go, come on, you stupid. Jay says this game is real Xenoblade like art style. Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, Xenoblade's a good. And yeah, the sawed-off shotgun was just stupid in Gears 3. She also says, where did you pre-order your Series X from? I pre-ordered it from... Oh. I pre-ordered it from, GameStop. I had the same game plan that I was going to do for both the PlayStation and an Xbox. All that it required was me knowing when the pre-order date was. What I planned to do for both, and unfortunately I couldn't do it with the PlayStation because Sony had a Sega Saturn, the pre-order system. Oh, shit. Shit, this is not going to end well. I am not going to beat... Hold on, let's see if... Okay, so that did give me a good chunk of health. Well, not a good, but it gave me a chunk of health. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, you guys have... Don't you guys have some place called, like, Game or something? It's just called Game? Or did that they shut down? So, anyways. What I did for launch... that's all the health they give me? Let's get a little bit more. Really, let's just keep this going until... So you can tell that this dragon is more maneuverable, it's quicker. So what... what I did was I woke up at 5 in the morning, and there's 2 GameStops that are near me. One that's literally like 2 minutes away from me. It's like I basically drive out of my apartment, and it's a minute drive to the. Oops, nope, don't want to go there. It's a minute drive to, no. Shit. I deserve that. What? And you're also invisible during the berserk period, thankfully. I don't know what. So the GameStop that's like 2 minutes away from me, it's right across the street from a McDonald's. So my plan was to go scope out that GameStop that was near me, and you know, basically see what the line looks like, and then go pick up some McDonald's breakfast, and basically wait until the stores open. I think they open at 11 or 10. 11 or 10 for pre-orders. And unfortunately, so when I went to the GameStop near me, unfortunately, there was a line of people that stayed there overnight, and every Series X was already taken. Looked like they were all friends and stuff, which is kind of cool. Like, I like that. And so my backup plan was another GameStop that's like 5 minutes away from me. And I went there. Again, I went there. So, like, after this first... Oh, crap. I completely misjudged that. So, after the first GameStop had people lined up overnight, I skipped the McDonald's breakfast and beelined it to the second GameStop. So 5:30 in the morning, and I was the third person there at 5:30 in the morning. But the thing is, like, nobody was officially in line. It was just two guys that were, I think they were friends, and they were just like kind of talking next to their cars. So I was the first one. Once I started walking, I had I had to work. Man, I gotta watch it for that. I still had to work, but I had my God, I had like a wireless card, and here we go. I had a wireless Wi-Fi card, and I had my work laptop. So, and I also brought a camper chair. So I started walking towards the entrance with my camper chair, my laptop bag, and then the other two guys started walking towards. And so I like started shifting down to the right. I was like, you know, and everyone was wearing masks. Everyone seemed cool so far. And so I got behind the other two guys. Like, no, man, you got here first. Like, I didn't get here first. Like, well, you got in line first. So it was really cool. Like, even though I wasn't the first one there, the other two guys let me be the first one in line because I was the first one to get in line. And it, you know, it's weird because I've been like isolated, like a lot of other people, and this was the first time in a long time that I've interacted in person with other gamers. I didn't know any of these people, but like, so the doors open, I think at 11 or 10, I forget which, but every Series X was claimed by 8:30, I think, either 7:30 or 8:30, and but it was cool because none of us knew each other. Well, the two guys that were first there, they were friends. It was pretty obvious. See, that should be able to dodge them. When they scream, I'm supposed to boost forward. But yeah, they, other than that, none of us really knew each other. But we were all just talking games, talking shop. you know, one of the topics that was talked about was the Bethesda purchase, and it was just really, it felt good. One, it felt good to just talk to another human being in person, outside of people from work, and it felt good to just, like, I love next gen launches. I love launch periods for this reason. Oh crap, that's right, this is the rainbow bands. They have such, like, imaginative attacks in this game. And it's times like this that I kind of wish I leveled up the defensive class a bit more, because that would make these attacks more powerful. But yeah, anyways, I got it from GameStop, which they were totally awesome. They called me a week ago, where they gave me the option where I could just walk in when they open at 10, or they let me schedule my pickup time. So I scheduled my pickup time for 11. That way they'll have everything of mine ready right there for me. It doesn't matter if there's anyone in line or anything. They're going to have more than one person there, and they're going to be able to just kind of cut me to the counter and take care of me. Jay says we have Game, pretty much the only guy since Blockbuster went under. Yeah, okay. I figured you guys had someone called Game. But I wasn't sure if Game went under either. Like, that's surprising that you guys don't have GameStops in London. With the UK being kind of like the European version of like there's a lot of parallels, if that makes sense, between, oh, that was bullshit, between oh my god, between UK and the States, it seems. I mean, you guys voted in a shitty politician, we voted in a shitty politician, they both have stupid looking hair. Crewmate says in the USA there's disc replay and GameStop. I'm not familiar with disc replay. When I was younger, I don't even know if they're still around. I don't think they are. There used to be a place called Video Game Exchange, and they were awesome. Basically, oh, it doesn't. No. Basically, you were able to go in there and play any game you wanted. They had like every system set up, and you were able to go in and play any game you wanted for like 5 or 10 minutes or something to see if you wanted it. And they had pretty decent prices too, from what I remember as a kid. And it was really convenient, because one of the bigger arcades that we had where I grew up, they wait, is it just you? You the only one left? Die already. Thank you. Jay says, don't get me started on Boris Johnson. Yeah. G also says, we have Asda, Walmart, but they don't sell video game stuff anymore. Wait, Walmart doesn't sell video games in your area? What? Like Asda or whatever the equivalent does? Walmart is, I believe Walmart is still one of the bigger video game retailers in the States. Okay, crewmate. Sounds good. I'll, when I'm done playing this, if I see you online, I'll shoot you a message. Jay says, Asda is owned by Walmart, but yes, they don't. They used to have a whole area for it, but now it's all gone. Sad times. That's really surprising. Jay also says, excuse me. Oh, we used to have Toys R Us too, but RIP. Rest in peace. Yeah, we used to have Toys R Us as well. I miss Toys R Us. That was an awesome place as a kid. And I'm going to assume you're talking to Jay, crewmate, about whether or not they drive on the left side. They drive on the right side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Toys R Us. Toys R Us is where I got my Sega Saturn. Toys R Us is where I got Panzer Dragoon. I didn't get, even though Sega Saturn launched, they did that surprise launch in whatever it was, March. That fall, or maybe winter or whatever, it was like a Christmas sale. They had a sale where if you traded in your Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis plus whatever. I want to rub my eye, but I didn't wash my hands since eating that pepper. I'm afraid to. This game is so beautiful. And see, it's stuff like this, like the colorful beautifulness. I know the music is just amazing in this game. That's part of the reason why I picked this game for tonight. But as I was saying, they had this deal at Toys R Us where you trade in, I think it was like 20 games in a Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, and then you got $200 off or something off of a PlayStation or Sega Saturn. And I was young at the time. Me and my brother both were. I'm the oldest, so he was younger than me. So we did that, and our parents bought us a Sega Saturn after that deal. We traded in the Genesis and everything. And they let us pick out. Really, it was me. I was the heavier gamer than my brother. They let me pick out just one game. Oh crap! And you know, I don't know how it was in the UK, but back then with Toys R Us, they didn't have the actual games in the aisle. They had cards. You just basically take a card to the counter and then they give you your game. And so, I mean, I remember taking forever to pick out the one game for our new next-gen system. And I couldn't figure out what I wanted. But Panzer Dragoon, you know, it had a dragon on the cover. And it stuck out to me because dragons are awesome. So I picked out Panzer Dragoon knowing nothing about it. And that was my first game that I experienced on the Sega Saturn, was Panzer Dragoon. And I could not have been happier with my choice. Just between the opening cutscene of that game, which I have the OG Panzer Dragoon unlocked on this game. I can load that up if you guys want to check it. Just check. I don't know if we can play it a little bit. Let me know. But yeah, I absolutely just I mastered that game. I played through it so many times. Loved every second of it. Everything from the cutscene to the graphics. I mean, going from the Sega Genesis to Panzer Dragoon on the Saturn was revolutionary. Jay says we had empty cases with the box arts in the aisle. Okay, yeah, we had the box art. They were like flip over things, at least in the Toys R Us in my area. They're like plastic flip over things where the front of it had the front of the box art, and then you would flip over like this flap, you know, just flap up, and it was covering, the flap was covering the cards. And the back of the flap had the back of the box. It was a pretty efficient system. And then you just take a card from a sleeve behind the flap, and you take it up to the counter, the game counter. And it was just a guy that had like just games after games, cases, and locked behind glass cabinets behind them. What? Jay says, love hearing new console stories. I remember getting my PlayStation 3 with Metal Gear Solid 4 game. My 360 was from a store called HMV. I got a couple days before the Halo 3 midnight release. Oh, man. So, did Metal Gear come out before Halo 3? It feels like there are so many big games that came out last gen that it's hard to keep up to when what came where. And man, yeah, the 360, that was one of two games that I actually got, or two systems. Like I try to get systems as early as possible, but whether financially or just dumb luck, I've only gotten the Dreamcast at launch and the 360 at launch. I tried to get the Xbox at launch, I mean, I get all the systems relatively soon. I think maybe the PS3 was the one that took the longest just because it was so expensive. But I definitely had to get the PS3 for Killzone 2. I got the PS3 right before Killzone 2 came out. And I remember I love Killzone 2. Killzone 2 was awesome. But I also got the first Uncharted. And I was actually pretty disappointed with Uncharted 1. The graphics didn't age all that well. It had screen tearing out the wazoo. The performance wasn't... I mean, it was good. It was alright. But it wasn't great. Which is why it had so much screen tearing. But I mean, Killzone 2 just blew me away. Loved Killzone 2. That was worth the system right there. But then I got Uncharted 2 at launch. And it's weird because, like, I did not have high expectations for Uncharted 2 just because of how disappointed I was with Uncharted 1. And the only reason I got Uncharted 1 when I got the PS3 is because all of my PS3 owning friends, like, talked it up like the next coming, like the best games in sliced bread. But, you know, by that time I played like Gears 1, Gears 2, just better shooters, better games. But so I got Uncharted 2, not really okay, so Halo 3 came out before Halo 4 or Metal Gear 4, Jay. Okay, I got that. Oh yeah, and the Killzone 2 multiplayer, Jay, you're right. Jay says I loved Killzone 2's countless hours. Killzone 2, countless hours in the multiplayer. Killzone 2's multiplayer was fan-fucking-tastic. It was awesome. It was one of the true multiplayer like killer apps on the PS3. But you know, going back to Uncharted 2, I got Uncharted 2. My expectations were kind of low just because of my impressions of Uncharted 1. Absolutely loved Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 is one of my favorite games last generation. But you talking about new system launches and stuff. Crewmate says Killzone 2 is the best game for the time. Yeah, it was. Killzone 2 was amazing. Just in general. The only thing that bugged me was Rico, the teammate that you have for most of the campaign. That dude got in my way so many times. Granted, yeah, like he healed you, but like there are like so many times that I feel like I died because of him. But yeah, I remember me and a handful of friends. I think I'm. For the 360 launch, me and a handful of friends, we did not think we needed to pre-order the system. We figured we would just be able to walk in, like, we did our homework. We went around, figured out how many stores around us, and this was before the time, like back then, at least in our area, like stores like Best Buy and Walmart didn't do pre-orders. It was basically first come, first serve. GameStop did pre-orders. Maybe they were EB Games at the time, but you know, they sold out real quick. So our plan was to oh, I know what's going on. Our plan was to basically just stop at a Walmart and we had a series of stores picked out because like we cased them for better or worse, like for lack of better terms, we cased these stores to figure out how many how many systems they were getting, how long it would take. My one buddy was going to pick all of us up. There was the 3 of us, and oh shit! Oh man, barely dodged that. And so we went to. I remember we went to a Walmart that had, I think they had like 15 systems they were getting, and they were selling them in the layaway section. Like they're so from the front of the store, you didn't see anybody. We walk in, we're like, wow, there's no one here. So we get there, and you look to the, and then as soon as you get to the layaway section and you look to the right, there's a line of like 50 people just sitting there. And we're like, what the hell? Like, why are there so many people when there's only like 15 systems? My one buddy was frustrated. He just yells out, he's like, there's only 15 systems, you idiots. And so we left there. We went to a Best Buy. There was like 20 people in line, some of them with tents. Oh my god. We went to a Super Kmart, which I don't know if you guys have Kmarts or ever had Kmarts in your in the UK. And there was like 100 people in line for the 360. I don't know if I'm like in the wrong spot. Well, I think this guy's just killing themselves. I just need to survive. But there was like 100 people in line, and if I remember correctly, they were running a lottery. So they're all waiting in line all night. This is the night before launch, by the way. They were waiting in line the night before launch so that they could be part of a lottery. Like, they were all given tickets in this line, and then the next morning or whatever time the game section, it was a 24-hour Super Kmart. But whenever they were able to legally sell the 360, they were going to basically run a lottery and pull a number, or pull a series of numbers. So, like, we went to, no joke, like 12 different stores. Like, every store we cased out. Every single one. And we started, like, we started going around. No. We started, every place was already had lines already spoken for. So we were running out of ideas, and then we went to, we found this Sears in the middle of nowhere. And we went there, and we started searching around at like 5:30. So from like 5:30 until 9. We walk in there, and the Sears shut down, I think, at 10. And we went in there, and there was no one in line, no one around, and we talked to the guy at the game section, or electronics section it was. We're like, are you guys getting 360s tomorrow? He's like, yeah, we were in 3 Pro models and 2, I think they're called arcade models or something. So we're like, awesome, there's 3 Pro models, 3 of us. There we go. So again, we all had camper chairs. And I think it was November 22nd or somewhere around there. Basically, at the end of November, in Cleveland, Ohio weather, which, if you're familiar with Cleveland, Ohio, it has lake effect snow and lake effect weather. I mean, it was cold. And there was a lot of snow. and there was the three of us stayed there all night, and there was a bar right across the street. And then another guy came around who's like in a similar spot as us, and he already searched everywhere, so he finally just accepted getting an arcade model. And then finally another guy came with his girlfriend. And he lived in Chicago. And he already had one, I guess, pre-ordered. And it was being shipped to him from Amazon, I think, maybe, or something. I don't even know if it was Amazon back in the day. But he wanted to get another 360 just to be able to sell it. And, what the hell? Oh, okay. That was the easiest boss so far. But yeah, but basically from like 9 o'clock until 8 the next morning, we stayed up all night. We took turns. We went to the car. We went to my buddy's car to warm up, just because we were on the verge of getting frostbite. It was, and there was a bar across the street, and so like as the bar was closing down and whatnot, and just throughout the night, drunk people would see us just sitting there in our camper chairs right in front of Sears, and they would come by like, "What are you guys doing here?" Or like the 360 launch. Like, what the hell is that? Like a video game console? Like, okay, you guys are nuts, but okay. Why won't these guys die? God, I knew I was going to get hurt there. What? Dude. Ooh. The spawns work? Awesome. Good job there, crewmate. Jay says the only console I got at launch was the PlayStation 4. Crap, I should have. Crap, I'm not gonna make it. Jay says the only console I got at launch was PlayStation 4 midnight launch, but at least 40 people, fun night. Got the Xbox One half a year later. Just like the 360, I didn't realize, even though I should, because the hype for the PS4 was palpable before even launch, so I should have known better. But for whatever reason, I didn't pre-order. I was just hoping that I would just luck out at launch. And I could not find one until, let's see, it came out in November. And I think I couldn't find one until that January? Either that January or February. So I didn't get the PS4 at launch, unfortunately, but I got it as soon as I could. I did not get a... What the hell? Wow. I completely failed. Oh, at least I get an upgrade orb. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I got a PS4 as soon as I could. And then I got a... I didn't get an Xbox One until Quantum Break. So that was what, like 3 years later? Yeah. I mean... Whoa. God, I'm gonna die again. Son of a bitch. Game over? Wait. Game over in general? Wait. What does retry mean? I think... What do you guys say? Should I save and end this and then play a little bit of the original, the OG Panzer Dragoon? Or do you want me to continue with this? Jay says London is nothing but rain, so I get it. Yeah, that's kind of how it is in Columbus. There's not much snow. There's more like rain, and then at night it freezes into ice, which sucks. But like people in Columbus are funny. They see a little bit of rain or they see a little bit of snow, and they freak out and like run for the hills. And I'm like, you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about, because up in Cleveland now, so I'm 6'5", okay, just to put things in perspective. Up in Cleveland, we've had snowstorms where the snowdrift, between the snow and the snowdrift, was between my knee and my waist. I'm trying to think of where the OG Xbox, maybe here? Yeah, here we go. So you know, like the storms in Cleveland are insane compared to, especially compared to Columbus. So I just laugh every time people make a big deal about the weather down here. Crewmate says, I still have work to do on your map, but I'll wait for your feedback first so I can change or fix or add or replace things. You know, I mean, it's up. Crewmate, I want you to make this game. I want you to make this map for you or something that you're happy with. Don't. I wouldn't. You know, make it your own thing. I'll definitely check it out or download it or whatever I need to, and I'll definitely play it with you. But definitely make it your own thing. Make it your own expression piece. God, this is grainy as hell. But yeah, this is what I played in 1995. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Like this music, this crappy animation, all of it. As a kid, I was just blown away. And to be fair, 95. I mean, it didn't matter if it was on the PlayStation or Xbox or Saturn. 3D was at its utmost infancy. And so this level of fidelity and cinematography when it came to pre-rendered cutscenes was it was amazing. And what was it? Team Andromeda. They were an absolutely talented, amazing team at Sega. Crewmate says, "Is the one you played before this was remastered or remake?" No, none of them. The one I played before this was just a sequel on the OG Xbox. So it's weird because the timeline, and I'm pretty sure this is correct. It's been a long time since I've been invested in the Panzer Dragoon world or timeline. But if I remember correctly, Panzer Dragoon Zwei takes place before Panzer Dragoon, this game. And then Panzer Dragoon Saga takes place after both this game and Zwei. But like Zwei is the first one in the actual like chronological order of the universe. And then Panzer Dragoon Orta is the one that takes place after all of them. And I remember Panzer Dragoon Saga is the only RPG that I've ever beaten more than once. And it's the only RPG that I've ever gotten every, like, ultimate form, weapon, whatever you want to call it. Like, I got every secret the second time I beat it. And if I remember correctly, the ultimate, because in Panzer Dragoon Saga, if you guys don't know, Panzer Dragoon Saga, you level up your dragon. And the way that you level up your dragon is, since it's an RPG, it's on top of being based on like the different, look at this, look, the amazing lighting effects. I was like, whoa! As a kid, I got so much nostalgic feeling right now. It's amazing. But in Panzer Dragoon Saga, you leveled up your dragon by doing more than just battling and grinding and leveling up that way. You would go to camps, for example. And when you're at your camp, that's where you can like heal, rest, stuff like that, which is pretty standard for JRPGs back in the day. But you were able to pet your dragon. I think you were able to scold your dragon or talk to your dragon, and you were also able to name your dragon. And you actually, one of the forms that you got, or one of the level ups that you got in the game, you only got if you formed a bond, close enough bond with your dragon by petting it so often and being nice to it. And then there was also see, that's the Black Tower. So that black tower is where a lot of these creatures would come from. Like, those black towers are a major part of the Panzer Dragoon lore and universe. And God, the pre-render cutscene's so grainy. I don't, it's weird. I don't know if I played this on the 1X yet. I don't know if this gets the 16 times resolution bump like the base game gets. Anyways, back to Panzer Dragoon Saga. There was this ancient ship or something, ancient tomb, that you had to level up your dragon so high in order to, and maybe even find a key. I don't remember. Maybe not find a key, but I know you had to level them up so high for you to access secret areas of this like ancient ship. And then in there, I think there was like a disc or something. It was one of the last things in the final game you were able to find. Not the final game, but one of the final things you were able to find. And so, as we can see, like, the dragon you get in this is blue. Like, it's a blue dragon. I feel like I want to do easy, but no, we'll do normal. I know for... Wait a second. Is this the same cutscene? This is the same cutscene. I'm going to skip it. Pretty sure this is the same cutscene. But the final form... Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're skipping this. So the final form of the dragon, your final dragon form in Panzer Dragoon Saga, was the blue dragon from the first game. So, oh no. Hold on. Oh no, this ain't going to work. Hold on. I see now. Okay. So, like, when I unlocked the final dragon form, I just was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. It was one of the best things... Best reveals or secrets in an RPG for me at the time. I'll always hold Panzer Dragoon Saga as... will always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, this is the first Panzer Dragoon. This is actually a port of the PC version. It's not 100% accurate to the Saturn version, but it's close enough. There are certain things that actually the Saturn version does better than this. And this one does not have, like, the Berserk mode that was introduced in Panzer Dragoon Zwei. So this only has the lock-on lasers and your pistol, which is... Now, the one thing it does have that I don't think any other Panzer Dragoon has is different camera angles. So right now, I zoomed in a little. And then you can also do... Is it going to not let me do it? Oh, okay. So... Okay, so I guess it's just the two? Yeah, I guess it is just the two. I could have sworn there was a third one. Oh yeah, okay, so this is far, far out. And then I don't know why this is mapped, and this is normal, and then this is like super close. I don't know, that's kind of weird how it's mapped out, but whatever. But then when you go into the your side views, it switches to a first-person view, which is kind of weird. Except whenever you're in the furthest out view. Even when you're in the medium view, it goes to first person. And man, I can get so nerdy on you guys right now, like just talking about the different things. Like the water in this game was something that only the Saturn can do. Like you cannot produce water exactly like this on the PlayStation. And it had to do with the specific graphic architecture of the Saturn, and I mean, what they were able to accomplish, especially because the Sega's tools for the Sega Saturn were not well developed back then. It was pretty common for Japanese, like basically Sega and Nintendo, when they produced a, when they produced like a, what do you call it? The Sega Genesis, and I love that. You like, see, I just blew up the two cannons. So like there was this little, sense of strategy regarding different parts of the ship that I'm able to blow up. And they're I think those are supposed to be cannons in the middle top, or maybe people shooting at me is what that's supposed to represent. But obviously they're not going to hurt a dragon. But anyway, yeah, so Nintendo and Sega, they did not really provide tools in the traditional sense, or APIs, or libraries. They basically provided dev kits to studios, and they're like, here you go, figure it out. And that's why Sony with the PlayStation 1 kind of revolutionized console development, because they provided, and Nintendo and Sega caught up in this sense, especially like at this point, Nintendo with the N64, they came through. But I'm pretty sure Sony was the first ones to provide like actual libraries for developers. But the long drawn out point I'm trying to make is when Team Andromeda made this game, 3D was in its infancy. Like, there was no, hey, I get a credit. Okay, so this is the game that you get credits for doing certain scores. But yeah, like there was just, there was no like examples. There was no blueprint. There were no white papers. There was nothing for Team Andromeda to go based on for this game. And the fact that they were able to pull off what they pulled off, I'm pretty sure this might have been a launch game or near after launch. I know I got it in the fall of 95. And there's our first glimpse at a worm in Panzer Dragoon. That's why, Panzer Dragoon Orta, which is what I played earlier, was made by Team. So after Panzer Dragoon Saga, unfortunately, Team Andromeda were shut down in a sense. Like they were disbanded or whatnot. Why? I'm getting torn up here. And they weren't like shut down entirely. It's just they were moved over to different teams. And Smile Bit which is who made Panzer Dragoon Saga, or Orta, I'm sorry, had some Panzer Dragoon developers, Team Andromeda developers, I should say, on their team. So it was really cool, especially as someone that grew up and followed all of the Panzer Dragoon games, to see like certain homages to earlier games. You know, there was the sandworm there. Panzer Dragoon Saga has references to sandworms, and then in Orta, as we saw earlier, there was the dual worm bosses. And to consider the graphical leap, where this was the first Panzer Dragoon, and then the what we saw in Orta was the last official Panzer Dragoon, not counting the remakes that were recently came out. The graphical leap between the two in one generation was immense. It was amazing. I can rant for hours, obviously. But, to have a 3D game with this infinite playing, in a sense. Crap, I forget how to dodge. How I was supposed to dodge that. I think I'm supposed to maybe go like this or something, like switch to the first person. That's another thing. There's a lot of refinements that they added with Panzer Dragoon Zwei, where you really didn't have many options to dodge. When you're looking from the side, you basically were only able to dodge when you looked forward in this one. Because like right now, when you turn, you only turn your reticle, whereas if you're facing forward, then you can... I wonder if I'm... So like, yeah, even when I'm in the extended view, you still don't get the range of motion that you would get. So yeah, as much as I love this game, it's still rough around the edges in some ways. It's tough as nails, really, in some sense, especially by today's standards. Oh, this little baby. In Panzer Dragoon Saga, you actually have the option to save a baby worm, and it unlocks a secret area or a weapon area. So here's the guy that killed the previous rider. And he's not hard. And even within this generation, it's a shame that... Oh boy. It's a shame that... I mean, it's understandable, but... if you look up... like my previous channel, I have some gameplay of Panzer Dragoon Saga. Even the same generation, you look at the leap and fidelity and what they were able to accomplish on the Sega Saturn alone is amazing. It's immense. This is so simplistic compared to what Panzer Dragoon is. I mean, Panzer Dragoon has like full 3D towns, full 3D like flying areas where you're just able to move around and fly at will. Whereas this and every other Panzer Dragoon, you're on a rail. It's a rail shooter by definition. I'm probably not going to get anything. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. In Panzer Dragoon Saga, you could just fly around in these different little like hub areas. This guy's gonna crash, I think. So yeah, I don't know how old everyone in the chat is, but I mean, can you imagine playing a game like this now that looks like this? Hey man of the world, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Every time I'm like killing a bunch of bad guys, I'm still waiting for some kind of level up orb to come around. Crewmate says I'm 13. Yeah, I remember you saying that in the last stream. I just wasn't sure how old, like, Man of the World or Jay or any of the other people were. But I wonder if many people played Panzer Dragoon, the first Panzer Dragoon, at launch or near launch, you know. Speaking of which, I think this still is upscaled. Or not upscaled, but, you know, given the same boost in resolution, because it's not as sharp as Panzer Dragoon Orta, obviously. But it looks a lot sharper than what a Saturn would be. Okay, sounds good, crewmate. Man of the World says I played one of these games on the OG Xbox. That's actually what I started playing tonight. I started playing that earlier, and then the people in the chat wanted me to load this up to check this out real quick, because I mentioned that I had this unlocked in the game. Like, this is which, if you played the Panzer Dragoon Orta, then I'm sure you know that you can unlock the original Panzer Dragoon. And it's not that hard. You either have to... There's a way that you can quickly unlock it within the game, or I think if you just play 20 hours, if I remember correctly, something around there. You can just play the game for 20 hours, and you'll unlock it automatically. Oh, man, what? What the hell? Why can't I lock on anything? Now, obviously, the bosses are a lot more simplistic than they were in Panzer Dragoon Orta, what we played earlier. Whoa, where did you... What? It's times like this I miss having Berserk. Oh, I see now. Those are like rockets that shoot fireballs. Even though I consider this a hard game, I feel like I'm having an easier time with this than Orta. Hey, there we go. Now, the crazy thing is, if you play this game on easy, I don't know if it's like that with this Xbox port, but on the Saturn at least, if you play the game on easy, once you beat this level, you can't go any further. It basically tells you to play on normal and man up. What the hell? And you can actually see now those enemies that I killed just a second ago. I mean, I didn't let them fire, but I'm pretty sure that if I were to let them fire, they would have shot off those like walls of energy that we saw in Orta. Like, I mean, Orta. Oh, maybe. Okay, there we go. They weren't walls; they're beams, but it's the same concept. I mean, you can see a lot of obvious inspiration between Orta and even this original. Oh, shit. Man of the World says, how often do you do live streams? Every Tuesday I stream. And then there's also times that other people on the channel do streams. I don't know if they do it as consistently as I do. You know, like, everyone has lives and obligations, but yeah, every Tuesday, and then also I try to stream if there's an opening, because there's a whole team of us, and we coordinate on, you know, openings and whatnot if other people want to stream. So like, I also streamed Halloween Day last Saturday. I streamed a handful of horror games, and I screamed like a little kid wanting his mama. And it was good fun. But I played a bunch of horror games that people watching wanted me to play. I think he blocks. I think I have to shoot him with my pistol, because he blocks my laser. Yeah. So yeah, every Tuesday. Nothing guaranteed, but so next Tuesday being next gen launch. I don't know if I'm going to be the one streaming, but there's a good chance that someone will. We're still working out what our game plan is for that day. But the following, the following Tuesday, so 2 weeks from now, basically, I plan to, and I mean, it's not exclusive to classic games, but you know, I do have a classic theme. I'm more than willing to play a recent game if someone wanted me to play it. I just, you know, I like to highlight classic games or retro games, and especially with Xbox having such a strong backwards compatibility focus, it seems to fit. Oh my god. Have you ever played, Man of the World says, have you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day? Yeah, oh yeah. Wait, am I starting this thing from scratch? Oh my god, are you serious? But yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day, I beat it on the N64. I own it on the Xbox, but I never beat it, just because, I mean, it's for the most part, it's the same game, just prettier. But it looks amazing, you know, running on the Xbox One X. And that's definitely a game that I can play in the future. 2 weeks from now, I'm basically going to do a Dreamcast stream. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be playing games on a Dreamcast, but the Xbox does support a handful of... It does have a handful of Dreamcast ports from, like, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Jet Grind Radio, Ikaruga or whatever I think it's called. So basically, I'm either going to be playing Jet Grind Radio or a handful of Dreamcast games. But after that, I'm happy to play Conker's Bad Fur Day. And the awesome thing is, starting after next week, I'm not going to be streaming from my Xbox One X. I'm going to be streaming from my Series X. So, you know, granted, we're not going to see the auto HDR in these streams, but the quicker load times, even though that's one of the great things, like the backwards compatibility with the One X alone has just amazing performance, Load times. I mean, everything is just super quick. Like, there's no loading in this game. And granted, I'm playing a Saturn game, I know, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end this stream anyways. I was getting ready to end it when I died at that boss, but... So, everyone watching, thank you for watching. Oh yeah, well, Knights is a Saturn game, but I'll throw it in there for good measure. Man of the World. I mean, I can just make it a Sega night, you know, even though... Actually, is every Dreamcast port a Sega game? I think so. Yeah, so I can make that a Sega night. And I do own Knights, so that's a good call out. Man, I love Sega games. But with all that said, yeah, I'll load it up and I'll check it out. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Okay, so well then, you know what, Man of the World? Man of the World says me too, and I'm assuming you mean you love Sega too. You're all right in my book, man. Thanks for... You're gonna be right at home here. So yeah, with all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy. Definitely, man, I'm gonna die again. Definitely subscribe, keep watching, keep looking out at our channel for new videos, reviews, impressions. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we got a Series S from Microsoft, which is pretty big considering we're just a small-time independent site. And, yeah. Thank you as always. And, that's going to be the end of my stream for tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Love you guys. See you guys at the next stream. Later. Crewmate, I will shoot you a party invite when I'm done here.